Aew Dynamite starts with Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal for the All-Atlantic Championship, and Cassidy wins with a Superman punch. After the match, Jeff Jarrett hits a stroke on Cassidy and breaks his guitar on Cassidy's knee. Ricky Starks comes out and says, "Where do I go next?" Then Juice Robinson attacks Ricky. Ruby Soho comes out for an in-ring interview with Renee Paquette, and she says you all begged Saraya to come back out of retirement and then turned on her, and she trash talks the crowd, and Ruby versus Sky Blue, and Ruby wins with Destination Unknown. After the match, Saraya and Toni Storm come out to spray paint Sky, and Willow Nightingale comes out to get dropped and painted. FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler come out and say they couldn't sit back and watch Austin and Colton call themselves the best tag team, and now we have to beat the Guns to become the tag team champions. Sammy Guevara, Daniel Garcia and Chris Jericho versus AR Fox, and Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. During the match, Jake Hager hits Darius with a baseball bat, and Jericho wins with a Judas effect. Then Garcia says they should now be the #1 contenders for the trios titles, and Jericho calls out House of Black, but the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson come out, and Don Callis says Jericho isn't even the best wrestler from Winnipeg. Then House of Black is on the Turnatron and say if you boys want these titles, then they appear in the bottom of the stage and say come get them, then disappear. Tony Khan announces that Orange Cassidy will face Jeff Jarrett next week, and the All-Atlantic Championship will now be called the International Championship. We're shown a video of Bryan Danielson after his world title Iron Man match at Revolution, and Bryan said it's time for me to go home. John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli with Wheeler Yuta in their corner versus John Silver and Alex Reynolds, and Moxley wins with the Bulldog choke. Then Moxley keeps the choke going, so Evil Uno runs out to stop it and gets dropped. Then Hangman Adam Page runs out to stop it and hits Claudio, so he gets beaten down. Will Hobbs versus Wardlow in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the TNT Championship in the main event, and they start the match backstage. During the match, QT Marshall low blows and attacks Wardlow with a steel chair, then QT and Hobbs throw Wardlow off the stage, and the referee counts to 10, so Hobbs wins, new champion. We'll see you next week for the next Dynamite highlight.